Taurus, I'm getting a message that you might feel impulsive, or you're going to get an impulse to do something. Now, I don't know if this has already happened for you or if this is something that is coming up. And I just got this word over and over again in my meditation: impulse, impulse, impulse. And I'm seeing it now as I say it in the colors red. It feels like you want to act quickly around something, or you want to be clever even. Your impulse might be to be clever. And I don't know, I'm not getting any indication right now from Spirit whether you should go ahead and trust this impulse and act in the moment, or if you should slow down. When I tried to slow down the energy of this impulse, I closed my eyes and I saw the ring light, because it's so bright. So I saw the ring light as I closed my eyes, and then I felt guided to draw a circle. And after I drew the circle, I got, how does it make you feel? So you may want to act quickly and cleverly around something. It's an impulse, okay? Maybe it's like to push back or to prove yourself or to go for something, take some kind of action, respond. But there's something about like sitting with the energy, maybe closing your eyes. And the circle, I can see it now as I close my eyes, it reminds me of the sun and a portal too. It's like you have to think a little bit further maybe about what this impulsive action might lead to. There's something about asking yourself, how does it actually feel when I think about going ahead and doing whatever this is? Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, and you're like, Andy, which is my name, I don't have any impulses right now to do anything. Maybe it's something little, like you want an extra snack. I'm a Taurus too. I get it. Or maybe it's an impulse like I want to jog or I want to run a marathon, but I haven't trained at all. I don't know. Could be something much bigger. Could be something legally or something in a relationship. Whatever it's about for you, sit with it for a moment, at least for this reading, right? So let's get in and see what else Spirit wants to say to you. I'm seeing a snake, which I just hung this snake up. Maybe that's a sign or a symbol for you, because you're the first sign where I'm actually recording where this is up on the wall. Okay, a serpent. And to me, serpents represent knowledge and the ascension of knowledge, going from your, like a kundalini vibe, going from your root chakra to your crown chakra, the energy rising up and becoming available to you. I'm hearing available for you to use. Sit with, I'm seeing someone's tailbone. Sit on something. Sit with something. Okay, let's get in. Let's get in, Taurus, and see what's going on. I saw 514, 515. Maybe you were born on the 14th or the 15th. Doesn't really matter though. The 5 there. Okay. Retreat. Oh, there's that light I was seeing when I closed my eyes. See, it's all dark, and then the light, the circle. How does it make you feel? Okay, retreat. Perhaps you feel like you should retreat. And I think if we're having a reading where Spirit's like impulse, 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 this is in Taurus's field, then surely you're getting guided to think more about this impulse rather than to just go for something, because you would have already done it, right? So that's something for you to consider. Why wouldn't you have already done it? Maybe you need to ask yourself that. And it's something about acting like cleverly, or like seizing the moment, or doing something before someone else does. But there's a need to retreat. You could be trying to make a concerted effort to be logical, and precise, but there's something emotional about this decision. All right, let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Retreat and what? What else, Spirit? Retreat from what? Or yeah, let's ask that. Well, it's the impulse, but what is this? Whoa, so much came through. Okay. We have communication, an impulse to communicate. Okay. We have preparation, waterproof. This is the card about reining in your emotions and dealing with something more logically, or not being reactive, emotionally reactive. We have preparation, mimicry, Protection and sacred space. See, I feel like the impulse is coming because somebody is treading on your sacred space. This could be an energetic space, your physical space, I don't know, a workplace, your heart, I'm not sure, but whatever's sacred to you, it feels as though the impulse is to protect it. Protect something you're growing even. But I feel with protection and mimicry, what Spirit is saying is you enacting what? Hold on. Territory. Yes, like trying to defend your territory, your sacred space, enacting some kind of territorial vibe, okay, or action or communication, whatever you're doing. Get off my lawn. I don't know. It's a mirror reaction of whatever has triggered you to act impulsively. Like if a person did something and now you want to do something back, you're just mirroring that energy. And I feel like Spirit is saying to protect yourself from falling into some kind of void space with this, or just getting lost in something. We're going to figure out what that something is. Take a minute, pull back, and don't mirror their actions. Okay, maybe somebody is baiting you or goading you, trying to get you to react, trying to get you to be impulsive. There needs to be more preparation to handle this communication so that it's not loaded with emotional stuff that doesn't help you. Not that emotions are bad, not at all, but they just don't feel appropriate in this situation. Typically, when we impulsively do something from an emotional space, it's something we look back on later and we're like, oh, I should have thought about that a little bit more. Maybe not, though. Maybe you wouldn't have a regret. It's just not the best course of action for you. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to keep the communication card out as the main card. Retreat from communication. Okay, let's see the energy supporting you for Taurus. Energy supporting Taurus. I'm getting something like all hands on deck, all aboard. Maybe there's many people involved here. Primordial and perseverance. It's in your nature to not really retreat, okay? If you can turn around and walk away from something just fine, but the act of retreating doesn't really feel familiar to you because you tend to persevere in the face of adversity. If somebody challenges you, it just makes you want to do something more or better. I mean, I know I'm like that. I'm a Taurus stellium. Okay, if somebody says I can't do something, I'm going to do it 10 times over, way more than I would have, put way more effort into it than I would have in the first place. So maybe there's some kind of proving here that you feel like you need to do. Of course, acting from that place might not always be the best thing. Maybe that's what you need to sit with. Also, there could be somebody who's being very difficult in their communication. Perhaps they've retreated, okay? And you want to push, you want to persevere. I would not do that. That rarely works out. When someone pulls back and then you step in, the dynamic never really ends up being fruitful. It's kind of a nasty back and forth energy that typically the person who's stepping in and willing to communicate feels neglected or disrespected in some way by the other who's retreating. So if someone's retreated from you, let them retreat. Okay? Interesting. Okay, let's keep going and see the challenge. If this isn't resonating with you, this reading, that's okay. You can check out your other sign placements. My readings are timeless, so from any time. If a reading pops up for you and you're interested, but you're like, oh, that was from 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, it could still be, it probably is, relevant for you, okay? Time for me is very fluid. Okay, let's see. I have a big tattoo on my arm that's a melting clock. Okay, I'm not joking. I really feel time is fluid. Not in a dally way, kind of like a spiral. Okay, let's see. The challenge. Anima. Let's get one more. Oh, that didn't really want to come out. Okay. One more. Conflict. Yes, I feel this. Okay. So anima is like the masculine energy of the psyche with conflict. And this is your challenge. So yeah, pulling back, sitting with something, trying to approach something strategically is definitely the best course of action. Somebody may be trying to start a conflict with you, even by retreating. Okay? Or maybe they're not retreating and you're the one who needs to. You take it as it resonates. But it feels to me that someone's trying to get you to get into an unnecessary conflict with them. A back and forth. Let's find out what's going on. I don't know why this would be the case. Somebody maybe wants to know how you feel, get you to say something. How does it make you feel? How does that make you feel, Taurus, that somebody's trying to get you to act impulsively? Perseverance. Now, I'm hearing taking care of business every day. You are going to take care of this business, okay, whatever this is, but you're going to do it your way. And your way is looking at the long term, the long game. You're persevering through some kind of like vortex energy where someone's wanting you to just like, I don't know, it's like I'm seeing something jumbled up and it's like somebody just catches it. They want you to do that, and I don't know why, okay? This ball is attached to a longer string that's attached to something else. It's like bait, okay? Let's see. Yes, Page of Swords. This is your overall energy. This is you seeing something, you becoming aware, having knowledge. There's a new insight or new information presented to you, and you want to do something about it. The Page of Swords is not really an energy that retreats. But what you need to remember here is that you're showing up as a page in this situation, which means there's a lot more to know. You don't know everything yet. You might not see everything you need to see quite yet. Okay, so let's see. Tell me what Taurus... Well, let's get all the cards out. For Taurus, Spirit. Yes, exactly. Okay, this is pretty clear. Oh, and look, I'm just going to skip right to it. The outcome, King of Swords. So by the end of this, if you sit with something, if you retreat from communication, you get the full picture. You get all the answers. You get all the information, all the knowledge. Okay, you start off as the page and you end up as the king. So you will get what you're looking for. Now, I feel like I need to know more about the situation in order to make sense of this, Spirit. So what is it that we need to know here? What is this conflict about? What is the conflict? Multiverse. Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of pieces. Could be a lot of people. Could be different perspectives. Tell me more about the conflict. Multiverse. Concealed, release, healing, and dreams. You know, Taurus, I feel like this situation is touching on something else within you, something that you're working on and healing through. You've been doing some release here in your life when it comes to something painful, something that hurt you. Interesting, because this looks like a tattoo to me. So I've mentioned that twice now. So there could be something about tattoos that are significant. I'm seeing this deer, maybe a deer, I don't know, or a moon. But you've been wearing your scars like a badge of honor. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but I feel like you're at the point where you can release them. Those scars were your armor for a long time. You remembered the pain, so you were able to shield yourself from further pain. And now I feel, well, I know you're safe and you can release these scars. You can release wearing them like a badge of honor, like your armor, and step into your dreams of building the life you want. And I feel like you were doing that as you were healing through something. But you're at this point in your life, maybe a little bit of a precipice, where you're about to release the sting of all those wounds. I don't know which wounds they are, but you will. And I'm seeing, there's the thread. Interesting. I'm seeing there's something around this person's head. And I feel like whatever you're healing was very psychological or mental. You had to concert a lot of mental effort to get through it. But you see the red thread? And what did I say? It's like a ball that somebody has, okay? And they want you to grab it. And it's attached to a thread. Which would unravel maybe something that you've been through. Right. So it's like whatever this situation is, if you were to impulsively act or react or respond, it kind of undoes the healing, some of the healing that you've done. Because you've learned, part of your healing was learning not to be the bull in the china shop all the time. Or you get to choose when you want to be the bull, not when someone waves a red flag. Okay, and perhaps in the past there were lots of people waving flags getting you to charge, and you did. Okay, now you're in a different space. It feels definitely like water energy, kind of like exploratory, trying to relax a little bit. There's something about the, like literally water, maybe you're taking a lot of baths. I don't know. There's something flowing in your energy, something about emotions and the body. And here comes somebody tugging on this red thread, trying to unravel the healing that you've been doing. Now, for some of you, this person could be related to what you're healing, or they may be somebody else entirely, like an entirely different situation. But something about this energy is linked to something that happened in the past. That's where the impulse comes from. Okay? You're trying to rectify something from the past by acting now in the present moment, but in a different context. For some of you, take what resonates, leave the rest. Then we have the card concealed. Multiverse concealed. There's a lot you can't see about this situation or this thing that's happening, this communication that's unfolding. Right. Okay. So what you don't see coming, Taurus, is the Tower. And I feel like this isn't like Spirit saying the Tower is going to happen. It's more of like this is a possibility of what could unfold should you choose to act impulsively. You see the Page of Swords going forward here, and then it turns out to be somewhat of a tower. So let me find out more. What is the Tower related to here? What's this all about? Yes. Five of Swords. There's some BS going on, okay, Taurus? You know this. And it won't take you long to figure that out either. But it might take you drawing on your reserves, your perseverance to slow down and say, I'm not going to communicate. I'm not going to respond to this right now. I need to retreat a little bit. For some of you, it's just a couple hours. Others of you, it's indefinitely. Okay? Whatever it is, however long it is, it will be until you see what you need to see. The Five of Swords is game playing, baiting. Someone not doing something honestly and upfrontly. Whatever you see before you is not truly what it is. Okay? It's just not. These are the cards. The Tower and the Five of Swords. Retreat, communication, and concealed. Spirit's laying it out pretty clear here for you. Okay? So if you act impulsively, emotionally, then it feels like you play into someone's hand with something. Okay, so what is this? Now, the way I'm phrasing it makes them sound really devious. Are they? Let's get one of these cards. Is this person really devious, or is this just not a good thing to do in a larger context? What is the energy of this person? Or maybe it's a group of people. Yeah, I felt like maybe a group. Invaders. Yeah, that's what I said in the beginning, right? Somebody trying to get into your sacred space. Right. Invaders, intruders, conquerors, aggressors, occupiers, and marauders. This is somebody crossing a boundary. This is someone trying to infiltrate what they should not. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, I'm not sure what it is for everyone, but they are invading your sacred space. That's their goal. That's the goal. Maybe you have something they want. Maybe they just want to bother you. Well, let's see. What is it that they want? Why are they invading the sacred space? Why? What are they hoping to get? Page of Cups? And Strength. I feel like they're trying to test you with something. It's like they want to see. I don't know. It's strange. I'm getting this image of someone fishing, and they put a small bait on the hook, and they see if that bait works, if there are even fish in the pond, right? And they see if they can catch it, and once they catch it, it's like then they go after bigger fish with the bait. Does that make sense? It's like somebody maybe wants to see how you're going to react so that they can do something else or figure out where your boundaries are. Now, for somebody, this could be about a child. Could be about a project. Somebody could be wanting an apology from you. Okay? I said it like that because I don't think you want to give it. All right. So we'll see if anything more develops there, but the Fool for your opportunity. And the Fool is looking at the challenge, and the challenge is the Five of Wands, conflict. It feels like someone might be up to their old tricks. Okay? It feels like whatever this communication is, it's not like you haven't seen it before. This strategy or this type of communication or this action someone's taken. Strange. Okay, hold on a second. But then why the Fool if that's the case? Observation and influence. Yeah, once again, this could be a separate situation, the Fool, a new situation, but you've seen something like this happen in the past, or you impulsively reacted to something like this in the past. And Spirit's asking you to think about what happened there and let it influence your actions. Someone is trying to push you to do something, Taurus. You're really good at digging your heels in, but you have to do it for the right reason. And the reason is you need to sit with something to really see if there's another way you can go about this. Or let something have some time, because the Five of Swords is in there, but it's not being shown to you just yet. Okay, let me ask. The Fool. Tell me more about the Fool for the opportunity. This is a leap of faith, a new direction. This can be impulse. Let's see. What's going on with the Fool for the opportunity? The Knight of Cups. Is this a new love situation for some of you? Or someone making some kind of offer? I need something else, though, here, Spirit, to help clarify why the Fool as an opportunity. Because it feels more like a challenge not to step into the Fool energy. But it's an opportunity to see the challenge, maybe, to see the Five of Wands differently than you have before. But I'm not quite getting it, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing this. Move slowly. Queen of Pentacles. It feels as though there will be a moment in which you ring your cowbell. And I'm seeing all these little bells here. Okay, and alert someone that you're on the way. You're coming in, okay? And you're going to fix something, or you're going to say something, or maybe you're going to walk away, but you're going to make a splash around something. When you have it all figured out. Don't do anything prematurely. You need to prepare. Okay? Four of Wands for the challenge. Death. Sorry, Five of Wands. I said Four of Wands, which again, it could be your sacred space. Conflict over a home could be something that you're going through, or some form of stability. See, this is the challenge, because something is changing, transforming. What you think the conflict is about might not actually be what it's about, or it might not even be significant. It could be like someone's trying to get you to get into a fight or an argument or a conflict, but there's no attempt to resolve it. Distract you, maybe. Someone wants to distract you. And I also see with the Death card and the Five of Wands that this is you cutting through the conflict by retreating from communication. Somebody, I'm just going to say it, okay? It might not be for everyone, but someone is very focused on you. Okay, like I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles here on the ground. It's like somebody really doesn't want you to have boundaries or something like that. Why is this person so focused on Taurus and all of this jazz? The invaders. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Well, they lied. They lied about something. They're hiding something. They've had some deception stuff going on. I don't know. Maybe towards you, maybe towards others. They're very anxious about it. They can't sit. They can't sit with something they've done or something they've said. Right. So your silence and your non-reactivity is making their anxiety worse, because they don't know where you stand, or they don't know what you're going to do or not going to do. Okay, this is freaking this person out in whichever way this is going on, or it's just making them uncomfortable. So instead, and again, it might be a group of people, are coming in to invade your sacred space because they can't sit with it anymore. Yeah, Wolfie, I know. Don't invade the reading, Wolfie. Just give me a minute. All right, hold on. I'm gonna be there in a second. You wanna say hi to Taurus? We're in the middle of the reading. You marauder. Oh, what'd you drop? Upheaval. Yeah, I'd say he came in here and created some upheaval. Okay, you see what I'm doing? I'm not just sitting in here hiding from you. I'm doing something. Okay, buddy? I'm gonna put food in your belly in a minute. And in mine, too. Okay? We'll eat together. And there goes that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that means something. Hold on. So, I use this box to cover this ugly light switch, but it just revealed itself to me. So the light switch, okay? There's a light switch that's going to go on. Everything means something to me when I do a reading. Yes, it's like you're going to... Okay, hold on a second. Upheaval, the marauder comes in. There's upheaval. He dropped this card. And then it's like the light switch, right? Oh, this is really what this person's true intentions are. Okay? So I feel like Spirit is giving you that light bulb moment before the invader comes in and you allow them in. You have to allow them in, I feel. You cannot allow them in and still have this light bulb moment and not have the upheaval. Okay. 7 of Swords. They've lied about something. They've done something. Are we going to be allowed to know what that is? Could be different for each of you, but let's see if we get any info. We have Fairy, Enchantment, Spirits, Magic, and Glitter. But what fell on the table is the commoner. Regular people, regular citizen, everyday and ordinary. Maybe this person's acting like it wasn't me. I haven't done anything. You know, like they've presented either themselves or something else as like, it's not really a big deal. It's non-threatening. It's just like, I'm not the liar. I'm not the thief. I'm not the invader. I'm just one of the common people. There's some kind of mask this person's wearing. Right, the invader is trying to pretend to be a commoner so they can get access to something or just so people won't see what they're doing. That they're a regular citizen. Well, that's showing me that's not true. The Spirit's showing me that's not true, okay? And I think you know that too. 4 of Swords for the advice. This is mental relaxation and rest. Being able to put this sword down. Even though there's pain, 3 swords here, even though this is not really a fun situation, it's mentally taxing and painful, Spirit is encouraging you to lay a sword down. Retreat from communication. And look how the King of Swords is looking over at the 4 of Swords. He's like, you got it, buddy. Right? Like, it's like your higher self is saying that's exactly what we should do. Now, look at this King of Swords. He's got a bear. What do you call that? A bear skin, I guess, covering him. He's protected. Okay? He's protected. Even as you rest, you're protected. Don't let someone scare you here. If there is something kind of scary going on with this individual, you do need to prepare and sit, but you need to do it while you evaluate the whole situation because they're trying to get you to react. I just get that. Okay, so let me get a little bit more on the 4 of Swords. Impulse, quick, clever. Yeah, it feels like a trap of some sort. 5 of Pentacles for rest. And I also feel like right now you may be tired and hungry and needing a break, needing to take care of yourself. Water energy, fluid, careful, loving to yourself, nurture yourself. Because the moment you communicate here, it all sparks off. It all, like, you don't have a moment of reprieve. Now's the moment of reprieve. Do you know what I'm saying there? I hope that makes sense. If you've been experiencing loss, a connection with spirit you feel you lost, money, or there's something going on health-wise, you definitely need to rest and relax rather than to try to persevere and push through it. Your perseverance is definitely a strength, but in order to keep persevering, we need to take breaks. Okay, perseverance is not the same thing as burning yourself out. Okay, so King of Swords for the outcome. I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper. We're going to see what else is underneath. We tend to get more details because there's less of you there. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you don't like that idea at all, or you can't go there, then just trust Spirit already knew that about you. And they knew what you were going to do, so they didn't leave you hanging. Okay, trust that. Ooh, King of Swords, Six of Cups. Yeah, this is something you've seen before. And the Six of Wands, victory. And just like in the past, when you've been caught in a situation like this and you came out on top and you were victorious and you could celebrate your choices and your reasoning, so too will this happen in this situation. Okay? So in the past, you've been through something like this, for sure. And you were victorious. And you're going to be victorious again. Okay? Retreat from communication is the big message here. If you get an email asking you and you feel weird about it or you're too tired to answer, don't do it right now. Just don't. Allow yourself that retreat. Okay, or if somebody's asking you to respond, calling you a million times, retreat. Okay, put up those boundaries that you need to put up for yourself. Because there's definitely an invader. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.